Hey peeps, and welcome to another anime listing. This video is going to reveal imaginative peeps who probably wish that they could summon the beast from somewhere and wreak havoc or save lives in a world which is nothing like ours. I mean, I would personally choose the wrecking shit option, cause let's face it, the bad guys have all the cool badass powers and weapons such as Dark Flame Scribe and Magic Dildo. Plus they get some really cool names such as Dark Flame Master and Scrape the Face Vapor. Okay, so maybe not the last name, but still, you do have a lot better powers and cooler things than the good guys. Unless you're from Pokemon and you end up getting the shit pounded out of you like every single time you try to do something evil. But I'm telling you now, if I did something evil, it would probably be taking shit on someone's doorstep. I mean, could you imagine waking up to collect the newspaper or go to school and only to walk into some human shit? That would be like so evil. Now it's time to summon your powers and open your mind to some crazy Japanese shit. Let's go! Looks like we're starting off this list with this little Devil May Cry. This came to the world in the form of a game, which then created a series of games and even an anime. Those who are familiar with the game will most likely be pretty surprised that it came in the form of an anime. Hell, I am, and I've completed majority of the DMCs. Games were freaking awesome, and it doesn't come to a surprise that the anime were pretty great as well. It sets itself in the same world of the game, but is based more around the city of Dante's shop. Now for those of you who are not familiar with the game, it's about a half-blooded demon hunter named Dante who is a legend due to his father, who was the first demon to fight for the human world. And it really should not come to surprise that he too would follow in his father's footsteps. Anime itself may seem pretty boring, but it really isn't. The art style isn't all that, and the anime is pretty cool, as there really is not much to complain about apart from the art style. It has a dark feel to it which may seem slow, but I assure you it's not. Especially with the action scenes, which are amazing, with all that button mashing. I mean the fight scenes. And with his dual pistols and badass sword, you would definitely be amazed. This anime is considered a fantasy anime, and I can see why, with it having phantoms and transformations and such, but it also focuses on romance as well. It's about a boy who basically has skill, as in his family has become the fantasy like every other firstborn male in his family, with the previous being his grandpa who currently resides in his house. But with him looking and acting like a wimpy kid and all, it's hard to imagine that he could ever become a phantom thief. And this is where the romance kicks in. Basically, he transforms into an alter ego form every time he thinks about or sees the girl he likes. And with his new form, he gets new physique and fitness bullshit. Just see it as him going Super Saiyan without the gold spiky hair and power level bullshit. I know that this may not seem like a fantasy anime, but it is, with its key focus being the whole transformation and phantoms bullshit. And you have to keep in mind that this is a fantasy anime which kind of swings more to the romance, but it is a great fantasy anime nevertheless, and I recommend this for those who like quite a deep bit of romance involved with the fantasy. This is a really cool anime which spans out over 12 episodes and has a very wide glossy like art style. I mean, it's like it was painted on glass, but even then it was weird. It doesn't make it bad. In fact, it's quite nice, and the art style is something which I don't think other animes will be able to pull off. The anime is set in a past fantasy like world with bits of future. The future bit comes from the entire concept of the anime, which is basically the fact that there are people known as puppeteers who control machine like robots for the purpose of battles. Of course, these bots come in different shapes and sizes, with each having their unique personalities. Like some could be human who want to rape the puppeteers, while others could be 10-foot Charizards who make fun of the master. The main protagonist has a human-like female bot who is pretty much like the best of the rest and top of the range. And of course, she is a complete pervert who just cannot keep her hands off her master. Anyway, the protagonist goes to the elite school of missionary with all the intent of getting revenge, which he can only accomplish through making it into a certain festival, where puppeteers go head to head in bloody battles to become number one and attain the rank of wise man. But to even be able to enter, he has to be in the top 100 students of the school, which he could not even dream of, with him being second last. But he doesn't give up, as he can also get in by challenging someone who is in the top 100 to take the place by beating them in a battle. The anime is really something, and is definitely recommended if you're looking for a fantasy-like anime with great fight scenes and a pretty nice moments of comedy at the expense of either the puppeteer or the bot. This anime is set in a slightly ancient like Japan, where there is a strong belief in demons who take possession of people and deities who fight back or just attack people in general. But then again, they are deities and they can do as they please. Heck, they may even shit on your doorstep if they want to do. This is about a little twerp who is born in the family of great Omiyojis, who I guess you could say are priest-like people who practice of battling demons and all that spiritual donkey crap. But then again, it may not be donkey crap after all. Heck, you could be possessed at the moment and you may not even know it. The kid may have been born in a great family of Omiyoji, but he still can't be one as he struggles to see demons, till one day he stumbles upon a really old deity who once had a really dark past which is closely linked to his family, and with a little spit and in the bunny's eyes, he's battling his first demon with leads from showing his true potential and starting the life of a true Omiyoji. This is such an anime and the hype is real with this one. This takes place in a world where game is everything, and when I say game, I'm talking about every game you can think of, from classical game of cards to a huge game of chess with mechanical monsters. Here we have our two main protagonists who are siblings in a sense and go from the real world to the world of games after replying to an email. Now usually I would say never to open a dodgy email, but if it takes you to a world of games then open every dodgy email you can. I've already got several viruses on my computer already. Anyway, they get transported to the world of games, where they try to make their way across the land, helping kingdoms to unite in an attempt for them to become the king of screen of games. And keep in mind that this is a world where all problems are solved through the game, where the rule is in order to gain something of a specific value, you must wager something which is of equal value. That's probably the only bit of maths which you are going to see in the anime. But other than that, the anime is an awesome anime which I'm sure you may have heard of but probably haven't given it a go. And if you haven't given it a go, give it a go. Well, that's the end to the first part of my top 10 fantasy anime list. I hope you all have enjoyed it and I'm now going to try out at least one of the animes on the list. And if you did enjoy it, please do remember to click that little thumbs up icon just below. I have a lot of videos in store for you guys, such as the upcoming winter anime listing and the second part of my fantasy anime listing and plenty more where that came from. And if you are looking for more top anime listing, then hit the subscribe button and don't keep the joy all to yourself. Share the video with your friends and family as well. And always remember,
if you don't subscribe or share my videos, I will take a shit on your lawn.
Just kidding. Oh, am I? Anyway, bye for now. Peace, peeps.